We went away for the holidays. We were gone for Christmas all through New Year's, but Daniil had put up our tree at home. Right after Thanksgiving, I was filming in Albuquerque, so she went ahead and put it up. The day we got back, which I think was January 3rd, on the 4th, I had to pack that entire tree up. I had to put, because we've got one of those like new trees that can like, the lights, it puts on a light show for you. Dude, did you see that video of the bear walking down the highway? And there was a construction cone that had been tipped over, and the bear literally rights it and then keeps walking. Not kidding. Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Yes. Literally just cruising down the highway, and it just goes. How do you overcome fear during scenes? I'd say I'm less fearful of stunt scenes than I am of emotional scenes. That's fun. That's, just get to throw yourself against a wall or dive over a table or get into a fake fight. That's a really good question. I think it depends on the situation and, just kind of what fear we're feeling. I know he and I are similar in the fact that when we're doing a scene, to some degree, there's just kind of this focusing on what we're doing that's right in front of us, and it's almost like everything else blurs away. And in that 2 to 3 minutes that we're doing a scene, nothing else is being thought of other than playing that character in that moment with whoever else is in that scene. And it's just, it's an interesting feeling because when they yell cut, the real world floods back into your mind. You're like, oh, okay, so it's almost this weird like checking out of the real world for a couple of minutes and then checking back in. What's that like, there's a saying or something like, do something every day that scares you, or something like that, right? And I think the lesson in that is that the more you do something, the more you push yourself, and the more you do stuff that does give you pause, the better at it you're gonna be. And so I think that if there is something that scares you, or if there is something that that you're hesitant on trying, or if it's a scene or something, or if it's talking to somebody, whatever it might be, the more you can do that, the easier it's going to be. So it got really easy for us after 15 years. I mean, at this point, there's certainly favorite restaurants that we had over the years. Gotham's a steakhouse. Chiapino's is a Mediterranean seafood place. There's really good sushi in Vancouver. But at this point now, like when we go back to Vancouver, we want to go see people that we miss. I'd rather go and sit at a dining table in one of our crew members' houses than sit at a restaurant. So, I'm going to say Wendigo would be up there on how to handle that. I would say the top hit. This will be a #1, numero uno, would be Yellow-Eyed Demon. Being Dean's. Obviously vampires, ghouls, djinns, leviathans.
Fairies. Angels.
Fairies. It'd just be one page with 3 words. Fight the fairies. That's it. That's all you need. And then maybe in very small letters at the very bottom of the page it just says microwave. I think it was Demon Dean's indifference towards just about anything. That's what kind of made him a demon, was that he did not care about humans or anything in the human world, except maybe karaoke. Sweet pipes on that guy. I think it was more just a general indifference towards anything. Probably explained it, although that's a hard one to be indifferent about, even if you are a demon. How dare he? And I will say this, that must have been really painful for Dean to watch this, you know, demon take his vessel and then not care about the car. Yeah, that was tough. It was tough on Dean. It was tough on me. It was hard to play. It's hard to play. Thank you. I thought for sure you were going to be like, well, we're glad you're back. That was the obvious one. Kind of left that one hanging. Well, let me ask you this. What were some of the things you were looking forward to doing that year that you did not get to do? It sounds to me like you need to get in a car, you need to drive and hit all the different cities where the bands that you like are playing, go to those concerts, come see us a few times, because we've got a few more of these shows this year, and then boom, there's your checklist. The worst thing Dean did was probably not dodge a little stick of rebar. I mean, just a little, that's all I needed. Just, 6 more seasons. Thanks.
Hi. Jensen, I have to tell you, my husband loved you as Soldier Boy.
He quotes me constantly?
Constantly.
Gotta watch out for that. That's some of those quotes can get you in trouble. I mean, I think I got to do it. That's both. I was a superhero and kind of a villain. Kind of. And I say kind of because you know why? He didn't think he was bad. He was the hero of his own story. That's true. I mean, are you talking about a certain verse, like a certain universe, like Marvel, DC?
If you had the opportunity to do something else in addition to Soldier Boy, what would you want?
I mean, I'd have to say, and even though I do get to voice it, I would be Batman. And to be a villain, I mean, I don't think I'd ever want this job, but I could certainly, I mean, it would be my favorite one. It would be the opposite of Batman, the Joker. But no, thank you. That's I don't want to go down that road. I've got a few things coming this year. I've got a pretty busy first few months of the year on multiple projects, and then I just signed a deal that I don't think I can talk about just yet, but it'll probably be press released soon. So you'll see what that is, and then that's leading to some stuff in development. So yeah, it would have taken Dean much longer to figure it out, because I don't know if you've seen that movie Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
But Bill Murray's character starts to enjoy himself, knowing that he has no consequences of tomorrow. Dean would immediately go down that road, and that could last for some time before he decides that he's bored with that and should probably fix the situation he's in. So I think he would be around a while. Oh my God, your brother just died. Oh yeah, that happens. Well, what are you up to later? I know. And the lesson that be trying to teach Dean, I don't know that there wouldn't necessarily need to be one. Get your head out of your ass. Could be that. Don't eat tacos. You would eat the tacos. Yeah, but maybe that's it. Be like, hey, listen, your brother died because he ate tacos. Stick to Wendy's.
And then it's a picture, it's a commercial with me.
And yeah, with your thumb on the roof of your mouth.
Saying, try the new Wendy's Frosty. It's not just cool, it's cold.
And that, my friends, is how advertising is done. We are here to announce our new advertising agency, J&J Ads. Avoid having your parents called in the middle of the night by the police department 2 counties over.
Middle school?
That was a long ride home. But you know, with today's technology, it's I could sneak out and be gone forever. But now most middle schoolers have phones or, Apple Watches or tracking devices like mine will. And you can't get away with the kind of stuff that I would get away with back in the day. So I would say, don't do that. But you're still young enough to where it can be fun. I would say this to middle schoolers and also high schoolers, and that is, you only get one go around with that experience. Try to get as much out of it as you possibly can. One of the reasons that I'm up here on this stage today is because I had somebody important in my high school life that said, hey, you should go try out for that spring play, that spring. And I was like, I can't, I've got baseball. Yeah, but you've been playing baseball for the last several years. You should go try as much as you possibly can, because you never know what doors might open. So I would encourage middle school students, high school students, to try to expand as much of their experience within that space as they possibly can. Take a photography class, take shop class, join a team, try to play an instrument, learn a different language. Who knows? Who knows where that might lead? Don't just try to pick a lane when you're in 7th grade and stick to it for the next 6 years or whatever it is. Try to really get as much of what that experience, what that portion of your life can offer, because it's a lot. If you should watch the finale, the final episode, sure. Yeah, why not? You come this far. Go ahead and tie it up with a bow. Here's the thing. We watch these shows and we follow these characters and we follow these storylines because they draw emotion out of us. And it's an escape from our life, and we get to go on this journey with these 2 brothers, and we get to experience what that story and what that journey is through these guys. So I think by not watching the final episode, I think you're robbing yourself of the emotional journey that we got to go through. As soon as it's finished. It is currently being mastered, so it is in the mastering process right now. So hopefully by the end of this month, if not February, I would assume. And thank you for understanding how to deliver a punchline. What? No, just keep on keeping on, Zookeeper.
Was it a family trip or a business trip?
It was a
And I heard it too. I could hear him thinking about it behind me. It's like an old rusty cog of wheels behind me, just. Oh, this one sounds terrible. Let's say it. Such an idiot. You'll have to excuse my friends. Well, thank you. That's awfully nice of you. Yes, I'm quite fond of that place as well. We're much more likely to pick friends of ours than like, oh, we'd love for Brad Pitt to come on, or have, George Clooney come, like, we would much rather have friends and people that we have good relationships with and know are super talented come on, and because it's fun. What we get to do is a lot of fun when you have people that have fun with you, and that's really, I think, what it's a large large reason why a lot of these faces that you're seeing on Walker and a lot of the faces that you're seeing on, you know, Winchesters or even up on this stage are familiar faces. It's because we want to continue working with the people that we like. We want to continue playing with people that enjoy playing.